Hey guys, I hope everyone is doing well. I am sharing a client story today it's just profound. I have a girlfriend and a fellow healer, Amanda Foy, who's out of Australia, always talking about connecting the dots. And this story is truly an example of how we connected the dots. But the client came in, she's been in a few times before, but it had been a while. She came in basically because she was stressed, couldn't remember anything. And then she brought up the story that she had a really, really traumatic experience about, almost 20 years ago, where there was a home invasion. Her daughter was assaulted. Her husband was taken hostage, and she was basically held hostage within her own home. And that had never come up before. I don't know why, but she did share that she did some EMDR work on it, felt it was good. I said, well, let's give it a try again. Let's see what comes up. We did do the work. There was still trauma within her body. We did get that released. And so, just talking to her, what else is causing stress? So doing that work, the thing was taking the power back from the gentleman that held her hostage. He had actually kicked her many times with cowboy boots on in her head, and that caused a lot of issues with her memory, and she was actually even hospitalized for almost 2 months. So that was kind of, I'm like downplaying it, but it was a big deal. We released a lot with that. And then other problems that are having is that she's having, that's been causing the stress, is a situation with one of her children going through a traumatic situation with her husband. There's been abuse, and even her child has felt that they were being held hostage. And these are her words. And as she's telling me this, she's not connecting the dots yet. But, not even to leave her own home because he wouldn't let her significant other, that type of stuff. More to it, I'm keeping it pretty basic. And so we realized that, her taking this on for her daughter, and then even some of her own guilt affiliated with the situation. And then I asked her, so we clear that, take her power back from that, understanding she can hold space for her child the best that she can, but ultimately it's her child's journey. And then the third one that comes up is she has 2 other children living with her, and she she says, I'm stuck in my room. I don't want to even leave my room. I like things to be neat, and they come in and tear things up. And so the story is, well, why are you allowing these grown children to live with you? Or that wasn't what I asked. I said, did you give permission to these children to live with you? I said, yes. I said, well, you have basically 2 choices. Is you can allow them to continue to live with you, or you can have them get out. And knowing her, I said, and I have a feeling we both know that you're going to allow these grown children to continue to live with you. And I said, and she says yes. And I said, so then you have some choices on how you want to handle this. You can begin to set boundaries and teach them how to treat you while they're in your home, so that you're feeling safe to do as you please, and you're not, hung up in your room, being held hostage in your room anymore. Or you can continue to allow them to affect that. So long story short, she's going to take the baby steps to set those boundaries with her kids, hold them accountable. But I just thought it was very interesting on how it just went from event to event to event, where she felt like she was being held hostage in the situation, like she didn't have power in the situation. And as we were doing this, like in the beginning, she didn't even connect the dots that it was that same theme of being held hostage. So it was actually a really powerful session. And of course, I always get permission from my clients to share these, and she's just like, you can use my name, it's fine. Of course, I don't find that necessary in any way to have to do that. But it was so beautiful that she's allowing me to share this, so that you guys can look at things in your own life and hopefully connect the dots, as Amanda would say, on how if there's a traumatic situation that comes up, you can ask, okay, what happened in my life that may be causing this? Or, this is how I'm feeling about it. Has this feeling of being held hostage happened to me before? And if so, you know, do I need to work on that and focus on releasing that, so I don't create this feeling within my energy anymore, so that I don't go back to this default setting that's not serving me anymore. So that's my 2 cents. It's not my 2 cents, it was my client's 2 cents, and it was beautiful. Thank you guys so much for taking the time. Have fun connecting the dots. Stay blessed, and I will talk to you soon.